Your morning news now. President Joe Biden heads to Pennsylvania today and Vice President Harris to Denver as part of their push to talk about the newest coronavirus relief package. The financial help comes at a critical time during the pandemic when a growing percentage of Americans are starting to ignore COVID-19 precautions. States, including Texas and Florida, are overflowing with spring breakers. Some doctors fear they could fuel another spike in cases.
No, I had COVID, so I don't believe, I think that probably provides me the best immunity possible, actually having had the disease.
Health experts are raising alarms about this recent statement from Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson about not needing a vaccine because he had already recovered from COVID-19, saying it carries misinformation. The CDC says people should get vaccinated regardless if they've had COVID-19 or not, because it is not known yet how long antibodies last. Vaccine supply at Gunderson Health System in La Crosse is slowly starting to increase. Currently, 1 in 4 people in the county have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. System officials say most first dose vaccination appointments have been rescheduled, but expects to receive 1,200 vaccine doses this week. About 20 U.S. states allow dentists to administer the COVID-19 vaccine, and Wisconsin is expected to join them today. Lawmakers will vote on a bill which has bipartisan support to allow dentists to administer the vaccine. It's an effort to speed up vaccinations and slow the spread of the virus. Dentists in neighboring Minnesota and Illinois are already permitted to give the vaccine. According to the Wisconsin Department of Health, fewer than 2,400 doses of the vaccine were wasted or spoiled in the state in February. More than 1.4 million doses of the vaccine were administered last month, and only 0.16% of those were spoiled.
Well, the snow has ended, but you could still see some slick spots on that morning commute, especially on those less traveled roads. We also have some areas of fog that have developed, mainly in our southern and western communities, but patchy fog still possible for that morning commute no matter where you're commuting to. The evening commute looks better, mainly cloudy conditions and dry roads.
The U.S. Border Patrol is holding more than 4,200 minors without parents in overcrowded processing facilities. The Biden administration is now turning to FEMA to help battle the shelter and processing challenges. Republicans are blaming his administration for the crisis. This week, the House is expected to take up 2 immigration bills.
If we bless a union, we're actually putting them on a par with marriage.
The Vatican is reiterating its stance on same-sex relationships within the Catholic Church. In a statement yesterday, the Vatican said same-sex unions do not have its blessings because God, quote, cannot bless sin, unquote. The statement was approved by Pope Francis. Some civil rights groups called the response disappointing. The Wisconsin Senate and Assembly will take up a bill today that protects therapists, counselors, and social workers who use conversion therapy. The Department of Safety and Professional Standards is proposing a rule that would prohibit the therapy, which attempts to persuade clients' sexual orientation. Republican lawmakers say the department can't ban the practice through a rule because it's not prohibited in state law. Multiple medical associations in Wisconsin have registered against the Republicans' bill. A Sparta English teacher is on leave after she allegedly made controversial political comments in class. English teacher Jamie Akusko is on paid leave pending an investigation by school officials. An audio-only clip on YouTube reveals a conversation between Akusko and her students where she is heard taking jabs at Republicans. A Sparta High School student who asked to remain anonymous confirmed what was said in the classroom, but said there is more to these comments. The Sparta School District continues to investigate the incident. La Crosse's Board of Public Works is hearing a number of challenges and complaints to shoveling charges. The residents disputed the citations that total a little more than $1,300 during last night's board meeting. City ordinance requires snow to be cleared from sidewalks 24 hours after the snow stops falling. The totals are in for the alternate side parking citations this year. The number of tickets were down in the city of La Crosse. The police department issued nearly 8,200 violations, and under 30% of those resulted in a fine. Almost $39,000 in total fines were issued. That's $55,000 less than last year.
You may run into a little bit of fog this morning on that morning commute. There could also be some slick spots on side roads and sidewalks, your driveway. Keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. Temperatures are in the upper 20s to lower 30s this morning. We're going to see mainly cloudy conditions and more seasonable temperatures. Highs today topping out in the low 40s.
Thank you so much for sharing your morning with us. We're going to send you down to CBS This Morning, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.